My name is Ottiliana and I'm broadcasting to you from Umeå, a town in northern Sweden by the coast of the Baltic Sea. This town is innovative. It has a research hospital, a large university, and it's entrenched in art, music and culture, and is also home to many businesses. This region, northern Sweden, Norrland, the Northland, covers nearly 60% of all of Sweden, but only hold about 12% of its population. This means nature, forests and lots of lakes. In average, only 5 people per square kilometer, or 5 people on 2.5 acres. While this video series is going to focus on the current corona pandemic and the crisis, I do hope that this series also will provide a little glimpse into this region of the world, a region that I love very, very much. I'm recording this video in May of 2020. The corona pandemic has spread throughout the globe for months now. Globally, we're going through a historical moment. All of us, everywhere, have been affected by this corona crisis in one way or another. In this region, Umeå and its county Västerbotten, we have been bracing and preparing ourselves for a peak right now this month. If we are fortunate, then the peak has already happened and it is already declining. But as you all know, we are all living through this real time, not knowing what is coming next or really exactly what is happening. So for us, as for all of you, we will see. With this said, during this series, I personally will not take a political, medical or scientific stance as far as the pandemic goes. But I'm really curious and interested in what other people have to say, their experience, their perspective, how they're living through this crisis that we are all sharing inside. I lived in the United States for almost 20 years, in Brazil for nearly 2 years, and then prior to that in Germany for about 6 months. I have friends throughout the world and we stay in touch with each other. Some of them have been really curious as to the Swedish way of handling the pandemic and the crisis overall. Then one friend asked me, couldn't you do a video series or something like that, talking with people about the situation? And I was like, why not? That could be really interesting. So here we are. I will invite guests to speak with me and I'm going to ask them 8 questions. And these are: 1. How has the current coronavirus crisis changed the way you live, and are there any positive changes you plan to integrate into your life more permanently? 2. Do you feel fear, safe and/or hopeful? How? 3. What do you miss most from before the pandemic, and what do you think is needed to make that feel safe to enjoy again? 4. What will the new normal look like, and how do you intend to contribute to that? 5. What do you think about Sweden's approach to handling the crisis? 6. How do you use technology to get around the situation, and is there any keepers for the future? 7. Do you see people and groups using the current crisis as an opportunity to create new or better systems in some kind of way? If so, how?
Last but not least. Last but not least. 8.
Is there a silver lining in this crisis in your own life and globally? So, why a silver lining? We all know during the most challenging of crises there is also opportunities, and herein lies the silver lining. We have a unique opportunity together creating a new world, and this is an opportunity worth living worth fighting for, worth dreaming about, worth creating together. Truly, this is our time. A friend of mine sent a really beautiful quote on Facebook where this woman wrote, "We don't want to go back to normal. We want to create a new normal. We now have the opportunity to weave a new fabric, to stitch a new garment that fits all of humanity and our beloved nature." And I find that so inspiring, so beautiful, and so profound. In the next video, I will be talking with Erik Campano. He's an innovative, brilliant, and driven international student from United States attending the University of Umeå. This spring, he launched the online news outlet Umeå Today, covering the crisis locally. I'm so curious to learn what is his experience and perspective on the corona crisis, its opportunities and the silver lining. Until then, stay sound and safe. Remember, this is our time.